There we go, put that one over. Right, so we're back today with a video after a long hiatus thingy. Right, I've got these shoes looking outside. They hurt like so badly. Right, they're sticking up the inside of my van. I'm inside my van. Like that. See, I put in these chairs so like in my van with my stuff. So I can like totally live in here if I want. The pretty basement bit. Anyway, we're here today to discuss a very important topic. That is one of infrasound and like reprogramming brains and like Manchurian candidates and the kind of stuff we've seen going on recently with like, you know, all this coronavirus, which is literally fake. Okay, it's been made up by Zog to get everybody like reprogrammed into a mindset where they're thinking about like a new world order, world government led by you know who, the usual suspects. The nose knows, am I right? Anyway, one of the methods they're doing is like using infrasound, which is like kind of sound waves that are like a really low frequency, and they reprogram your brain chemistry. Now, what made me think about this? I was talking to my neighbour the other day, and he was all like, "Oh, Obersturmbannführer, it's nice to see you again." And I was like, "Guten Tag, how's it going?" He was like, "Yeah, so I used to be a medical testing guinea pig," and I was like, "Oh, that's interesting." And then he's like, "Yeah," and then like I was like, that explains so much because, well, my neighbour's one of those transvestites, so that kind of, I was like, and he's like, "What kind of shit did they do to you?" And he was all like, "He didn't tell me." But I was thinking he might have been a Manchurian candidate, right? Like a leftover kind of, like he was at one point a Manchurian candidate for practicing brain reprogramming. And they all put it as other stuff, right? They're going to say to you, "Oh, we're going to reprogram your brain." But it's good because we're going to reprogram it to make it like, to see if we can treat like Alzheimer's or whatever, like the movie Deep Blue Sea where they put the brains of the sharks and then they're sure going heavy smart and they eat that guy. It's pretty cool. Right? That's what they're going to do. They're going to be doing that, but they're going to be doing it to people. Like install a new brain, but not literally, metaphorically install a new brain by reprogramming the current brain to make it like a new one. So to make a Manchurian candidate, they put the sound wave emitters to your head and then they pump in the sound and it provides your brain, turns your brain into a scrambled egg mess. And then they get the other kind of different frequency that reprograms it all and pumps in the fake memories and the fake delusions and stuff. So you could be sitting there, one day your van, very much like mine, but probably much newer because Zog uses much newer stuff than the Order because they've got lots of money. So they can just buy a new transit van and don't have to drive an old LDV. But, which is crap for them because the LDV is the best van ever made, so we're all good. Anyway, they'll come along and they'll just put the slide and they'll drag you in and you won't remember any of it because your brain has been reprogrammed in the secret government lab where they're testing it. And that's where this comes back to this, but they've realised they can't just go around kidnapping everybody to reprogram their minds, right? Because eventually you'd realise a whole bunch of people were kidnapped and they have different thoughts and you'd be like, what the hell's going on? Right, so that's why they're using these little temperature checkers, right? And I've used these first hand. They don't work. They don't check your temperature, but what they do is like the fluoride in their filthy, disgusting treated water reprograms your brain by calcifying and destroying your pineal gland and your ability to access like kind of like the fourth dimension, like the astral plane, right? You can't access that. They deny your ability to get onto it, right? Do you get what I mean? So that's what these little things are doing, and that's why they invented coronavirus, because they needed some kind of thing that was faster than my fake global warming, right? To get everybody on board for getting reprogrammed. That's why don't let them scan your brain. Don't let them put a laser in your head. Don't wear a stupid mask, don't be a sheep, don't cuck to Zog. Okay, it's very important to retain your independence and your freedom. We need and Prim and we need it like right now, so we need to just go to the woods. So whoever wants to go to the woods, you can put like a comment and be like, hey, let's go to the woods. Anyway, don't let them reprogram your brain. That sucks. Getting your brain reprogrammed is ass. Right? So don't sign up for like medical testing trials, because that's when they'll reprogram your brain to make you a neoliberal communist. And that's how the communists have done it for like ever. They spend a lot of time on brain reprogramming, and you know who's behind communism? Yeah, exactly. They're the masters of brain reprogramming and manipulation. So just remember, say no to infrasound and 5G as well. That sucks. Okay, right, bye.